long since we've done this. We've forgotten how.
I know, 2
What,
weeks.
Daniela?
Jillian has the cough.
No.
You got me sick. We're gonna have problems.
You were
This is
just
why we've
coughing
been-
the cough.
This is why we've been off for 2 weeks. Okay, well, let's get into it.
Last week, I would have looked like this.
Daniela, you messed it up.
She's fine. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Pocket Friends podcast. We are your hosts, Miranda,
Daniela.
And Jillian.
So, as we've talked about a little bit so far, we've been off for 2 weeks. I'm going to blame Daniela for last week. Daniela, will
That's
you
fair.
explain? Will you explain why we've been not available for the last 2 weeks?
So there was a bit of a epidemic in our family, and influenza A was going around at Thanksgiving, and I, in fact, got it. And it
But
was
you
not great.
survived.
I
You're
did.
alive now.
Yeah. Wasn't sure if I was there for a minute, but I am now.
Watched a lot of TV in the meantime.
Mostly Stranger Things.
Yeah, mostly Stranger Things. And then we also had Thanksgiving, and all of us were traveling, so it just made sense. But in that 2 weeks, so much content has happened, especially the things we cover. It's like the biggest thing, which is the worst time for us to take 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do we want to start?
We can go in chronological order. We had Dancing with the Stars first.
Okay.
The finale.
Yeah. So welcome to this niche corner of the internet where we love Dancing with the Stars, F1, and Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And
Dancing
more,
with the
but
Stars.
those are the topics of today.
Oh yeah, because those are the big things that are happening right now. That's all my TikTok and Instagram pages will talk about. So
Yeah.
that's all I know.
I don't know
Okay, so
anything
the finale.
else.
Obviously, you guys are happy with how the finale turned out.
I really, by the end of it, I was like, Alex did so good. I would be okay with her winning. I was fine if it was Robert or Alex.
So I really thought that I was okay if it was either one of them, and then we were watching it. So we were actually driving while it was live. So Jillian, I drove for the first third of it, and Jillian watched live, and then Jillian drove for the rest of it, and I watched it live. And as I was watching it, I told Jillian, I said, I really thought I was okay if it went either way, but I really don't think I'll be okay if Robert doesn't win.
That is so funny.
She screamed when Robert won.
I did warn you that that would probably happen. I screamed and like immediately started crying because I was so happy. And I don't do that often. Like the only other time that I've cried tears of joy is when my mom told me that I could get my dog.
Wow. So Robert Irwin made you feel all the emotions.
Yep.
Represent. Got a lot of love for him.
I just love their whole family so much, and I just wanted it so bad for him.
Yeah. I, of course, had said I wanted Alex to win. Still wanted Alex to win, but I was happy with either one of them. Honestly, I knew it was going to come down to those final two, and I'm sure the margins were pretty close, as they said they were.
Yeah.
Because I think they were both really awesome. And yeah, I was totally fine with how it turned out. I'm happy Robert won. I'm not disappointed whatsoever.
I was a little bummed with Elaine being last.
Yeah.
Just because I think she was kind of done dirty by the judges with the instant dance. I don't think the judges were being very fair across the board with how they were judging like mistakes.
Yes, I agree.
So, and like they're 50% of the score. So I just feel like that really contributed to her being so far behind.
I agree. I feel like it was super inconsistent in the finale. Like there were misses in places and the judges would point that out and score differently. And then there were misses where they just completely ignored and gave them
Just
10s.
like pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah. There was a lot of
Yeah.
inconsistency. And that's on even the two, even on my favorite Alex and Robert. Like I felt like there were times where they didn't do as well and the judges still scored them really high.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Especially during the instant dance. Robert messed up a couple times and they were like,
He
this is the
did.
best. I love him, but he did mess up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say about Elaine is I really loved her freestyle dance, but it felt more like a production. Like it was great. It was fantastic. I just felt like I didn't see a lot of dancing in it. Like it was a lot of fun moments for sure. But I felt like it was less dancey than the other ones at least. And I wasn't sure what previous years have done. But hers was the one that I was like, I felt just it wasn't consistent with everyone else's.
Yeah, I can see that. In previous years, they've done similar to what Elaine has done. Not everybody, but like some of them have done where it's more of a story that they're telling.
Okay.
And she like leaned into that. So like you can't really do a freestyle wrong. It's just it did stand out that she was
The
one of
only
the only
one.
ones that did more of like a story and turned it into like more of a movie than just a dance.
Yeah. I did love seeing everyone that she involved in her dance though. That was beautiful.
My least favorite freestyle was Jordan.
Really? Any reason?
It's probably just my biased opinion because I don't really like hip hop dance in general. Like it's not one that I like. Like if I get like dancing videos on my TikTok and stuff, and if I get like a hip hop one, it's not usually one that I stick around for because I just don't really love the style.
Okay.
And it was mostly like hip hop type dancing.
Yeah.
And also, it didn't like showcase really much that she learned ballroom wise. Like, I feel like all the other ones had elements of ballroom dancing of things that they had like learned throughout the season.
That's fair, but that's not required, right?
No. That's the thing. There's no requirements for the freestyle, so like it's kind of just off your opinion if you like it or not.
Yeah. I felt like it fit her to a T. Like that was her style.
Yeah.
That was exactly what she was meant to do. I thought it was great for her. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the freestyles except yeah, I just didn't enjoy Elaine's as much just because it was just so different than the other ones. But yeah, that was the freestyles were fun. It looked like they were finally letting loose and they got to relax a little bit. So that was fun to see, especially after they've been so stressed after the instant dance.
Yeah.
That looks so stressful.
Oh yeah. I loved how different all the freestyles were.
Yeah,
And
across
that
the
I
board.
feel like every freestyle had a memorable moment, and that's not always the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so then going backwards, I guess, kind of to the instant dances. What did you guys like? Because they don't do that every year, right?
No, but
They've done it the
they did
past
it
few.
last year.
Yeah, they did it last year.
Okay.
I think they like it in the finale or like close to the finale where you have like big competitors
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of like seeing what all you've learned. It's like a
Yeah,
pop
it's hard
quiz.
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's super fun to watch, but the scoring is an issue with it because, like, it's an instant dance. Like, you prepped like 6 different styles and you were also learning 2 other dances for that same show. So you just didn't have time to work out all the kinks. And then you're
Yeah.
just thrown into it. Like, everybody's gonna mess up. But then it's like, how much should the judges deduct for that?
Right, and it's also like they prep for it, but they can only prep so much because they don't even know their song. Mhm.
Right.
Like, it's not like you can prep every style to this song and, like, learn a short choreographed dance to this specific song. Like, you don't know the song until right then. So you just have to have some, like, solid moves down that you can use no matter what.
Yeah, Robert was even saying how he like didn't learn dances
To count.
to counts. He just learned it to
Yeah.
the song, so he was really struggling.
That's very relatable to me.
I was gonna say that's how I was when I was a
I
kid.
was awful at doing the steps count-wise growing up in cheer and dance, anything. I would always, like, go based off of the music and, like, oh, it says this word, and that's when I do this.
Yeah, I imagine that probably was really hard for him then to try and learn something without any music and just a whole bunch of different styles.
Yeah, it's really a skill. It can become such a crutch to just rely on the song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. It definitely, that particular challenge was so amazing to see the pros because they were working like in their brains. I
Mhm.
remember seeing Daniela, right? That's her name, Daniela?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she just had like a phone up to her ear and she was like dancing and imagining it in her head when they flashed
Yeah.
to them like the preview before they did their dance. I'm like, girl,
Mhm.
you are like you're trying to choreograph this like right now in your head, and that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
What was even crazier, like Ezra, when they got their song, he's like, I don't even know what that is. Like he just never heard the song before.
Oh my gosh. That would be
Yeah,
so
because
stressful as a pro.
usually it's like fairly popular or relevant songs or like songs that people know even if it's not like current music. So
Hmm.
like then like you kind of like know the beat and you can be thinking about it like while they're changing or whatever. But like he's like I don't even know what this is. I'm just going to go.
Yeah, Alex said in a clip or on TikTok or YouTube or something that they didn't like have her shoes ready when she was getting dressed for the Insta dance, and she needed help like tying up the back of her costume or something. And so I don't even know if she really heard her song before she had to go out there because she was like
That's so
trying to get tied
crazy.
up. Yeah, it's that quick.
It's such a fun challenge, though, to get to watch them. Just
Mm-hmm.
like have to dive in.
Stressful to do, fun to watch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would be so stressed.
I
But
wouldn't
it kind
want
of
to
makes
do
sense for
that.
the I liked it for the finale. It did feel long though, I guess.
It felt like it
3
took them
hours felt
forever
like
to
a long time.
pick their dance style.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. What else? What else about the finale? Any surprising moments?
Daniela was so excited that Dylan's dance had the water element.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
If I am ever on Dancing with the Stars, I want to do because I've always loved that in like movies, anything when like they are dancing in the water and like they're like using the water as like a prop. I love it every single time. Like you want my vote? Dance in water.
Yeah, I'm remembering that now. I almost forgot, honestly, that they did a third dance. That was like their first last normal dance. Um, that was so cool. That was a great
Yeah.
last dance. Besides the freestyle, of course.
I'm trying to remember what else happened even.
I know. It was
I don't remember much
so
about the
long ago.
first dances. I really just remember the freestyles and the instant dances.
Well, because you rewatched that not in the car.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
those are like the memorable things of the night.
But overall, happy. And I don't know. This was a great season, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of excited to see who they're going to get for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a really competitive season.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
felt
you can go.
it felt similar to Charlie's season, which is like 31 or 32, where the top 3 or 4 people, we were like, if they were in a season like besides this one, they would have won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Well, hopefully they find good people who can do it next year.
Yeah.
They usually do.
I feel like me and
Cast doesn't
Jillian are.
disappoint.
Yeah. I feel
I
like
think
Jillian,
they
you and I are always referencing Charlie's season, and it's probably kind of annoying for like Miranda hasn't even seen it, and we're always referencing it.
I've told her to go watch it.
I
you have,
know.
to be fair, you have told me to go watch it. I wonder if they're gonna have more and more like TikTok and social media people on as it goes, because I
Okay.
think that brought in a ton of votes.
Yeah, they started the TikTok live last season. And like with Riley's season, like the first season she was on, which was this is her third season. She was
Okay.
the one who kind of brought TikTok to Dancing with the Stars.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they've really been leaning into that. But Yawn on TikTok has been
So
so good.
good.
I hope they never give him PR training.
No,
They have to keep him on for next season. I'll be so disappointed if they don't bring him back.
I agree.
Oh.
I love him. And I'm looking forward to seeing him just get better and better. And not necessarily he was bad this season. It was just like I think he was learning how to be a pro and like what the judges liked and like, what they were looking for, because that's all a learning curve. Um, but I love him. I love seeing videos of him.
Yes.
He's so funny.
He's so good.
My favorite videos were after Dancing with the Stars was over, and people were talking about how I don't know how Taylor Swift kept him in line for so long.
Did you guys see the video with Emma and Alan at the hockey game?
Yes.
Which one? There's so many.
So it was like Emma and Alan are on the kiss cam, so they kiss.
Oh yeah.
And then oh my gosh.
Alan
Alan
and
kisses
kiss.
Andy.
Yeah, and then they
And
kiss
then-
And then
Yon's
Yawns in the
behind.
back.
Yawns
Yeah.
right behind them. So
And he's just so excited. He's like,
yeah.
He's such a character.
he's so funny. I really hope everyone stays for next season. All the pros. I've really gotten to love the pros. There's a couple of the early ones though that I don't know very well. So hopefully they get some good dancers next season.
I think maybe part of the reason they haven't really previously like leaned into making TikToks and stuff is because then people get to know the pros, and then they're not necessarily voting for the celebrity, they're voting for the pro that they like. But I think that the pros now are just so well known because of social media just in general and
Yeah.
how long they've been on Dancing with the Stars that it doesn't really matter at this point, because if they're going to do that, they're going to do that with or without TikTok, so you may as well use TikTok to your advantage.
Yeah. Well, and it used to be that the packages were longer and you really got a sense of the pros, like
True.
personality, and they would just do funny stuff. And like I remember back when I started watching, when I was like a young child, that I had favorites.
Yeah.
Like I would almost care more about the pro than the celebrity just because I had no idea who the celebrities were.
Well, yeah, when we were watching it, we were so young we didn't even know who the celebrities were, but now we actually know who the celebrities are. Actually, that was my favorite part of this season, is that I am getting old enough that I do actually know the celebrities, and then I'm also noticing people in the audience that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like,
it's
before I was like, I have no clue who these people are, but I like this pro.
spot the famous person in the audience. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite Dancing with the Star games.
Yeah. So many of them.
Yeah. I want someone else big. Like Alex was big on TikTok. So I want someone like Anna Sitar to come and be on Dancing with the Stars, or I don't know, just someone that has a big social media presence to come back on, who's going to also do well, because I think Anna would do well, or she would definitely try hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who. I don't really know who I watch on TikTok.
I know. I follow so many
I
small
know
creators
Brooklyn
now.
and Bailey want to get on Dancing with the Stars, and I think they would do good.
I do too.
I agree.
Even if it was just one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would probably have to decide between the two of them which one would go on.
They've
Yeah.
already decided.
Oh, they have?
Yeah. They've decided, like, if only one of us gets to go. Because
They haven't said who?
every year they email Dancing with the Stars and pitch themselves.
Yeah.
And, like, pitch every option that there is under the sun to try and get on. And they're always like, I don't know.
Well, they got invited to a show this year,
Yeah.
so maybe they're on their way.
Yeah. I can't really think of any other TikTok, YouTube people, but I think they would be good.
I agree. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Okay. Well, do we want to move on to the next big thing that happened in the last 2 weeks?
And then the day after Dancing with the Stars, we had Stranger Things.
Oh, you're going there. I was thinking F1.
Where were you gonna go? F1 was yesterday or 2 days ago.
Okay, that's true. Okay, let's talk about Stranger Things.
Stranger Things
So
season
good.
5. First 4 episodes. So good.
Jillian, would you like to tell them what time we stayed up till watching it with our cousins?
We were up until 2:30 in the morning watching it.
That is nuts to me.
We had to wait until our cousin got off work, and she didn't get home until like 10 o'clock. So
I didn't do that, but I did watch it. Like, we had a very small Thanksgiving. It was 4 people, me, my mom, her husband, and my husband. And so we just had like a lunch, and then we had nothing else to do. So I said, let's watch Stranger Things. And we were only going to watch like 1 or 2 episodes, but it was so good. We could not
it's
stop.
so hard to stop.
You can't stop.
No.
So we watched all 4.
If you're not stopping after the first episode, then you aren't going to be able to stop.
No.
So that our parents watched the first episode with us at 10 o'clock, and then they were like, okay, bedtime.
Yeah,
And
such a parent thing to do.
then the cousins were going to stop. Like, we were going to stop, but then, like, we were like, but we really want to keep watching it. And so then we took a vote because Jillian was advocating for the parents that we weren't supposed to watch more than 1 episode. And I was like, no, Aunt Karen said that we have to watch at least the first episode because we're watching the rest of them tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Luke was like, okay, are we watching it or not? Because if we're not, I'm going to go in my room and watch it anyways.
He did not say
So he was
that.
going to know.
He was
He
going
did not
to.
say that.
Yes, he did.
We had another cousin who wasn't there with us, and he was planning on watching it all anyway. And then we were going to see him at Thanksgiving the next day. And they were like, we have to watch because he'll spoil it for us if we don't watch. I was like,
Wow.
Yes, that was one of our arguments, but Luke also said that he was just going to go in his room and watch it if we weren't going to watch it. Because Luke likes to watch before everyone and then watch their reactions to stuff that he knows is coming up.
So did you rewatch it the next day with the parents?
Yes, and then we rewatched it a third time. Like, we were going back and watching, like, season 2 episodes, season 4 episodes, and then watching season 5 again to, like, piece stuff together.
You were well-versed then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some of your predictions came true. How exciting was that?
We checked a lot of things off the bingo card.
Yeah. Like,
can you
13?
pull up the bingo card, Jillian?
I can see it, you can't.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, so you can say what we...
Alrighty, so...
Not 13. What's her name? Number 8. Number 8 came back.
8 was there.
Yeah, which that you guys were like, that's a long shot. Like, we're not even sure that's going to happen.
I thought it would probably happen because, like, we kind of just left her in the dust. And, like, the Duffer Brothers don't usually, like, introduce a character and then, like, nothing happens. Like, she was kind of a closed chapter.
Yeah.
But, like, also a little open-ended. Because, like, there's just this other person with superpowers just out there.
Yeah.
Lollygagging.
That's true.
It's kind of an open end.
Lollygagging.
We got an Erica one-liner.
Ugh.
Well, don't even know if it was really one-liner. We had a whole scene of her just.
That was just a good scene. That was a good scene. Eat your pie. Here you go. Eat it. Eat it.
Yeah, maybe her one-liner was, "I told you to eat your damn pie." Pulls
That
out a
definitely
needle.
was.
That was great.
We also had her like giving the boys 60 seconds to catch her up on everything that went on. And I watched a TikTok where somebody actually timed it, and it was exactly 60 seconds.
That's a fun fact. That's
Really?
cool.
Yeah. Um, some of the stuff is more, we have to wait till the end, but Ted was helpful.
He was.
Episode 2, and Ted is fulfilling my wishes.
I was so glad that Ted actually tried to help his family for once.
The bar was so low for Ted. He just had to swing a golf club, and I was like, yes.
Good job, Ted. Well, he got pretty injured, not gonna lie.
Yeah, like, and it was kind of a throwaway that he even lived. Like, they didn't show
Yeah.
him or anything. They just mentioned he's in a coma in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's gone. I did love everyone after the fact that was like, you could be tied up in a hospital, like barely able to talk or speak, and your kids will still come and ask you for things or questions.
Yeah.
That did make me giggle.
In their defense, she was the only one who had the answers.
Yes.
But I
It's
did see
like-
one that was like, are you kidding me? They made her write out Henry. They couldn't have put it together from like H-E-N.
Oh no. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
Can hear it.
Apologies.
Murray and Robin being comedic relief did occur.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's still more to come.
Yes. I think Robin was just really funny the whole time, especially with her like trying to come up with the plan for how to get the kids out of the military base.
Yeah.
And she just kept like putting her foot in her mouth.
Yeah,
So
the
good.
table read of that scene is so
Yeah.
good.
I love them releasing the table reads because it's so fun to
Yeah.
see their reactions as they read it, because it's just
Yeah.
like our reactions. Like they're just as fans as we are.
I'm a little worried about Robin at this point.
Well, I'm worried about Delightful Derek. I am way too attached to him.
He's like the surprise character.
I think Robin
was
has
not expecting that.
I think Robin has done like a lot of development, and she's also like passing her wisdom down to someone else now,
Yeah.
and it feels a little final. Some of the things
know.
that are happening with her, so
I don't know how I
she
feel
might
about that.
die. I don't know exactly what her death would do for us. Because usually their deaths aren't pointless, especially if it's a main character.
Her inspiring speech is what gave Will his powers, so.
Yeah.
True. And it's not about Mike. It's about him being powerful and being himself.
Jillian's
No.
favorite on TikTok is all of the people saying Mike has a type, and it's crazy that there are exactly 2 people in that very specific type.
Yeah, like he has such a specific type. It's somebody with superpowers that like saves
Yeah.
the day. And he has 2 people like in his vicinity that fit in his niche type.
Yeah, but Mike, it's not gonna happen.
I don't think Mike likes Will like that.
No, he's far too into Al for that.
Yeah.
I am worried about Steve. I won't lie.
Literally
okay, no.
every scene. Our aunt, before we like it even came out, Jillian voiced her opinion on Steve and was like, I do not want him to die. And our aunt was like, he's gonna die. And then every single scene where
Literally
it was
every
like
scene.
even like just Steve was in the scene, not even necessarily anything was happening. Our aunt was like, he's gonna die now. He's
Yeah.
gonna die right here.
So, like,
No.
interesting that he's saying that.
No. So, okay. So the next episode, episode 5, is entitled Shock Jock.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm worried because also I saw an interview
It's
with
either Robin or Steve.
I saw an interview with Nancy, Jonathan, and Steve. And the interviewer said, you know, without spoiling anything, can you tell me what episode your favorite, like, is your favorite of your, like, a character? I'm trying to think. How do I say this?
Like, favorite, like, big moment for your character or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what it was. And both Nancy and Jonathan said episode 6. And Steve was like, episode 5? So I'm worried. I'm worried that something's going to happen to him and he's not going to live for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Okay, so there's also the Squawk, like the radio station that's been playing. Have you guys been seeing this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of the things was like Mayday Robin, and it's either Robin is saying Mayday or like somebody's reaching out to Robin through the station saying Mayday. Potentially.
Mm,
So it could be Steve. And like
okay.
tying it back to the Squawk if it's Shock Jock.
We'll have to see. You know what was a big surprise for me? Seeing that ring that Jonathan is going to propose to
Don't even
Nancy.
get me started. If he proposes during a time of crisis, her sister's
think she's gonna
missing.
say yes?
He's going to.
She's literally the de facto parent. Like, she's fully in charge of her family and their well-being right now. And you're gonna pop the question when last season you were talking about slowly breaking up with her? No.
That's why I'm kind of curious if this happens in episode 6. And
I'll be
that's
so mad.
I know you
No,
want
Nancy
Nancy
better
to-
turn him down.
But here's the question: do you think Nancy is going to accept this proposal? We all know he's going to propose. Is she going to accept the proposal?
I don't know.
No.
We know you don't want her to, Jillian.
I also feel like they've been giving us a lot of moments where she has chemistry with Steve and not with Jonathan. Like, there have been a lot of like shared looks between Nancy and Steve, especially in season 4. There was a lot going on with them.
Yeah,
And there
well,
just really hasn't been anything with Jonathan.
everyone keeps
So
talking about it.
Here's my take on it. She and Steve like started dating before anything even happened. Like they started dating because they just liked each other. Like how when normal people start dating because they just liked each other. Her and Jonathan dated over a trauma experience of his brother is missing and her best friend is missing, and it's the same culprit that has caused this. And then his brother was saved, but her friend is dead. So now they really don't have like anything to like the trauma bond is over. And they've just kind of
I feel like Nancy's the type to ditch both of them behind and leave them behind. Maybe she won't end up with either one of them.
She's like, actually, I need to do some self-reflecting.
Well,
She's
she's
like,
gonna
I got
think-
stuff to take care of now.
I have to raise
She's
my
like, I'm the
little
head of
sister.
house.
Yeah.
But if Steve dies, I don't see her ending up with Jonathan.
Interesting.
I really hope not. And that's just my personal bias, and that's fine.
Yeah. But I don't know. That was a shock to me. I really thought they ended last season with like basically them broken up. And then to see him pull out that ring, I was like, what is that? When did
I
this
think
happen?
he's- I think he's pulling out the ring because he feels her like getting distant and he's trying to fix it with the ring, which never ends well. But like that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like, oh, our marriage is not working. Let's have a kid. Maybe that will fix it. And it never does.
I also like you can clearly tell how insecure Jonathan is because he's the one who turns it into a competition with Steve. Like Steve just goes to do something for Nancy and Jonathan like takes it as a huge critique on himself
Challenge.
and he like gets all
Yeah.
defensive and
Yeah, or like the one point Steve was like, should we go to the hospital? Like bring her flowers or something? And then Jonathan like loses his mind. Like that he didn't think of it first.
Yeah.
He's like, no, but I think he's only saying no because he didn't think of it.
I mean, I also, too, if that was my girlfriend, I'd be like, dude, she's mine, not yours. I would be annoyed.
Right, but then he should have been the one to come up with the idea to bring her flowers. He should have been the one thinking like that.
Maybe he also knows that Nancy wouldn't like that because Nancy would be like, we're in a crisis. I don't need flowers. Thank you.
but just like stopping to see her,
But
that
even,
was the
yeah,
first
even
part.
just, it was
Yeah.
like mostly his point was, should we go check on her and see if she does need something?
Yeah.
And
Which
Jonathan's
I do
just
think Nancy would appreciate that, but Jonathan was like, no, stick to the plan.
and like I know
Well, I
Steve
think
is kind
also,
of goading him sometimes, but
yeah. I was going to say Nancy also appreciates sticking to the plan.
Yes,
yeah.
but at that point, their plan had completely fallen apart and was practically non existent. So you're going to have to regroup anyway, so you may as well stop at the hospital on your way.
Okay, well, let's move on from that because we won't know the conclusion of the Nancy, Jonathan, Steve diaries until probably the last episode.
Okay, the other person I was really worried about was Hopper.
Yeah.
The whole, like, for 3 episodes, I think, I was like, is Hopper gonna die? Is he just gonna drop dead
Which
right now?
is so funny because I never thought he was going to die.
I hoped he wouldn't.
Like, but
I feel
like,
like
I never,
everything's on the
like,
table.
I just never got the feeling from any of the scenes that he was, like, going to die. Even when he had the bomb on him and was, like,
Oh, I definitely did.
about to sacrifice himself, like, I just never felt like he was going to die.
I did, and I was like, I'm gonna be devastated.
Honestly, I'm more devastated by the thought of Joyce. Like, Joyce has just gone through too much. And I just don't think Will's going to survive. And that just, I can't have both Will and Hopper die on her. Because poor woman has lived through enough. She's already witnessed her boyfriend murdered right in front of her. And her son kidnapped. Like, that woman has gone through it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, and
she
Hopper's
has.
already died.
Yeah.
She, like, mourned
yeah.
him, and then he was still alive.
Yeah.
I
True.
can't put the Duffer Brothers can't put Joyce through another thing like that.
I'm just really nervous because at this moment he has bullets in him, and we're not doing anything about it.
I don't know why, but I haven't felt nervous for Hopper.
We were not feeling the same thing. I was freaking out a little bit.
I wasn't when he went in there, I was like, something's gonna happen. But yeah, I was like, there's no way they're gonna conclude it because I could kind of sense the whole Vecna and Will thing was going to be the big cliffhanger. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen with Will and Vecna, but I knew that was going to be the cliffhanger of episode 4. So I knew Hopper couldn't die in the same instance.
So I think
They-
maybe I didn't ever feel that way because I did guess that it was 8 behind the door.
Oh, so you were like, like nothing bad's going to happen?
Yeah, like he's anticipating that it's something that it's not, and so he's not actually going to do what he thinks that he's going to do.
Interesting.
If that made sense at all.
I was worried about him before the bomb was even strapped to him, like when he was taking all the gunfire from the military. Is he okay?
Well, I feel like he's got to go out in a cooler way than that. A bomb would do it.
I don't know. I was just
Sacrificing
nervous.
himself for his family would do it.
Yeah. Well, and that's what he was planning on doing. So, and they kept flashing back to like Sarah, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh
his
no.
daughter. Yeah, that didn't that
So,
I mean, I won't lie,
Yeah.
I wasn't like super nervous, but it was an emotional scene that if he had died, I would have cried
mhm.
100%.
Yeah. So I hope nothing happens to him as we continue. But
Yeah. I think I
the
just, not to toot my own horn, but I did guess that I was 8 behind the door, and so I think that's why I wasn't worried.
yeah, so the other big cliffhanger, well, not really cliffhanger, but like finale was Will getting his powers.
Ah, that was so
That was such a
cool.
good reveal.
Such a good reveal, and I
Yes.
loved hearing the like the behind the scenes of how they kind of did it, and how
Mhm.
Elle's hand when she uses her powers is always outstretched. And they're like, well, he's not really using powers, he's siphoning powers, and how his hand is like this instead. I don't know how I'm doing it,
Yeah.
but like
Mhm.
this instead of this. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved just that whole scene. Like the Demogorgons coming out and attacking the military, and then
Okay,
them trying to get the kids out.
so Jillian was stressed for Hopper. The scene that was stressful for me was when the 3 Demogorgons were going after Mike,
Yeah,
Lucas,
Lucas and Robin.
and
Lucas and
Robin.
Robin.
That was when I got stressed because I was like, oh crap, he's only going to be able to save one person. Like, that was my thought. I was like, crap, he's only going to be able to like get inside of one Demogorgon, because like we know that we're like pretty sure that he was like kind of controlling the Demogorgon when it tried to go after his mom in the
Mhm.
barn. And so I was like, oh crap, he's only going to be able to like control one at a time. And I was like, he's going to have to choose
That
who
would be
dies pretty
stressful.
much. And so
Well, it
like that's when
wouldn't
I
be
was
Mike.
stressed. That's when I was stressed, because I was like,
He's gonna
he's
say
probably gonna save Mike, and Lucas and Robin are gonna die. But then also I was like, but
We knew
Lucas can't die
Lucas wouldn't
yet
die.
because I know he has the scenes in the hospital
Yeah.
trying to save Max, but I don't know that Robin still lives, so Robin could die.
Yeah,
That's when I was stressed.
something Danielle and I noticed was almost all of the scenes from the trailers were in the first 4 episodes. Like there's
Yeah.
a few that are from later, but
Yeah.
like it's just interesting that they were able to like keep so much out of the trailers.
But still make it so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but Jillian, back to the fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
The visual on that was just so cool. Alec was actually talking about just, you're traveling with them. It's like all like
Mm-hmm.
one shot. It's
Yeah.
so neat and so cinematic. And it was so fun as a viewer to watch. Like they did
Yes.
that so well.
I love that it is one shot, and then it also, afterwards, there was videos with like the Duffer Brothers and some of the like CGI people and the hair and makeup people, and then I think it was 3 of the boys who were like watching the scene again and like talking about how they filmed it and like how they did it in one take and like what all went into doing that in one take, and it just made me appreciate it that much more.
Yeah. No, that was the best. Like that is a finale scene that they put in the middle of the like I don't know what to expect for the rest of it because the first 4 episodes
I'm
of the
so
series were
excited.
so good.
Mm-hmm.
I will say even Alec, who had gotten a little tired, I think season 4 kind of wore him out with just everyone being in different places, and it wasn't maybe quite as fun for him to watch because he can be pretty picky. He was like in it in season 5. He wanted to just continue watching, and he was mad that we had actually watched it over Thanksgiving because there was no new episodes to watch after we
Gotta wait a
finished.
whole month.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah,
what do
well,
you mean we have to wait till Christmas?
I mean, our dad, who stopped watching last season, he stopped watching because it was too gory, like when Chrissy's and all her bones broke, that's when he was out.
Yeah.
But this season, like, we were all watching it together, and he wasn't like back in, but he was invested. Like, he was asking questions and stuff.
Yeah.
He like watched all the episodes with us.
Yeah.
So he was at least there.
Yeah. Honestly, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The thing
I
I
know I
think I
keep
have the
saying that.
most questions about is probably Holly and like the memory or whatever that Vecna's trapped her in. And especially like we have Max in the caves and Vecna's afraid of the caves and why.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm really curious about why Vecna gave Holly music. Is it like,
Yeah.
is he trying to help her or is he trying to trap her?
I saw a theory that said that Vecna is also being trapped
Mhm.
by the Mind Flayer, and that he's trying to use Holly as like a way to escape, and he's like giving her music and giving her things so that she can escape.
Interesting. I haven't heard that theory. I've heard that Vecna's being controlled by the Mind Flayer, but I haven't heard that specific thing.
Yeah, I can't remember all the details of this theory. It was like one video. But it was that Vecna, or that Henry, is being trapped by the Mind Flayer, and he's trying to use Holly as a means of escaping.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Have you
Well,
seen
the
any
second
theories?
episode in the next installment is called Escape from Camzot. So
Yeah, I assume at that point
somebody's
something's gonna
escaping from
happen.
somewhere.
I'm interested. Do you guys have any theories about why Henry is so scared of the caves in the mountain range or whatever it is?
So a lot of people are tying it back to the play, which
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen because I don't live in New York or London. But so like that he grew up in Nevada and there was like a science experiment years before him where they entered Dimension X, which is now the Upside Down, and that like Henry was a child around that time and he like that was his first time visiting the Upside Down and it like took place in the caves and that's the first time the Mind Flayer got a hold of him and so that's why he's so afraid of it.
Mm.
But I don't know. I don't love
Okay.
that theory because I kind of want it to be something cooler.
It
But
also kind of feels a little holy, like it feels half-baked.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Well,
Like,
I
it's
guess.
But
not a bad theory, but it's not, like, the best.
the like landscape that Max sees out of her uh like
Her
view out of the
view.
cave, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
is the same as the billboard in season 4 where
Yes.
they're like where they get the piggyback idea.
Yeah.
So maybe like the piggyback theory somehow applies to Henry and it like occurred at the caves.
Not only is it the same view, but it's also, like, a typical,
Family.
yeah, where it's, like, the mom, the dad, the boy, and the girl with the older boy and the younger girl, so it's exactly how his family was depicted on that as well.
Okay. I'm gonna have to explore that one more. We have a couple weeks, so I'll, do the deep dive on it and figure out some new ideas, or which theory I like the best.
Yeah. I'm also
Um,
wondering if time travel is going to come into play with the wormholes.
yeah. Oh,
That
yeah. That was a big, I feel like, I don't know how, like Easter egg,
We
like
also
we don't know.
It feels like a lot, but like they could do it, but it feels like a lot to do in the amount of time that they have because we know it's the end and they only have so many episodes left and they say that they're going to answer everything and like everything is going to be tied up. Like there's going to be no like open-ended questions from previous seasons or anything like that. So that just feels like a lot to do and then
but
add
they've
time
done that
travel in,
before.
but
Like, we've
Yeah.
talked about this when we go back and rewatch seasons. We're like, we're coming up on the last episode and we're like, there's still so much that we know happened.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have included the whole wormhole little clip if it wasn't important.
Yeah.
I don't think it's unimportant, but it just feels like a lot, and time travel can get messy and open up plot holes.
Mhm.
Even if you're like really careful, like it can just get messy.
I'm worried
Yeah.
there's already a plot hole. I hope they fix it. But Henry was not in high school when his family died.
No.
He was 12. And
And
that
Max,
memory from Max was him in high school.
and he was in that play that Joyce was handing out flyers for.
Yeah, and isn't it like in the play supposedly where
He's in high
something bad
school.
happens and then he says something about her son?
That happens in the play.
Yeah.
Like in the Broadway play version, when they're performing the play at school. The play
Yeah.
within the play.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
that does happen.
because I know his like family dies and then his dad gets locked up. He didn't immediately get picked up by
Dr. Brenner. In
Dr.
season 4, it says he did immediately go to Dr. Brenner.
He says that in season 4
Like, he was in a coma for a week and then he went with Dr. Brenner.
and he woke up with Dr. Brenner.
Well, maybe Dr. Brenner let him go to high school, but kept experimenting on him.
Feels
I don't know.
unlikely.
The other thing
Well,
is
because
Wrinkle.
the other kids were taken, like Elle and a lot of the other kids, I'm sure, were taken as like babies or like younger.
Yes.
And so they didn't
Yes.
grow up the same way that one did. So
Yes.
maybe he was trying to give him some sort of normalcy. And then when he was too dangerous, he pulled him and tried to trap him down.
Yeah, except for that doesn't fit with the play, because in the play, his family's still alive when he's in high school.
Oh. Yeah, that's not true on the show.
I just hope it all gets fixed. But I've also heard the theory that because A Wrinkle in Time is brought up, that there's alternate realities.
Yeah.
And like they're gonna have to fix the timeline and it's all gonna end with like nobody has powers. So like he would have gone to high school if he didn't have powers.
Right, which is fine and all, but how would he have that memory as current Vecna for Max to go into?
He can see into the future.
If he could see into the future, don't you think he'd be a little better at what he's doing?
I don't know.
I don't know. That all sounds way complicated. That is like over my head. That's a lot of
kind
thinking.
of don't want time travel to be involved, just because I feel like it's overused as like a way to wrap up a story.
Yeah. Okay. Something to watch out for sure. I loved the new characters. I don't always love when you add new characters to an already established franchise. But the additions of Holly and Delightful Derek were simply delightful.
Top tier. Yes.
I loved them.
Holly,
And
that actress is so good.
And the woman.
The military?
The military woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, she plays a good bad guy.
Yeah. And I did not watch the films that they said are prerequisites to, and one of them was her film that
she's
she
in
was
Terminator.
Yes,
Yeah,
Terminator
that was
2.
one of
At
the
the
films
TV.
they
He
recommended.
was like,
we
Terminator,
watch.
Terminator, Terminator. He was very excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the Delightful Derek stuff.
I love
love
Delightful
him.
Derek.
I'm so glad that he's getting his moment.
And the
Yes.
actor is so sweet.
Yeah, he's so cute. And yeah, that was perfect. They were great. And like I love how everyone flipped the script. Everyone, when we first meet Derek, he's
We're
dipshit
like,
Derek, and everyone hates
hate
him.
him.
We're like, God, he's the most annoying character. Why can't he just
Yeah.
get it together? And then all of a sudden, that was so good.
I'm
That was one of my
delightful.
top. That was
Derek.
one of my top 5 moments of the first 4 episodes. I won't. Yeah, that's on there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's saying he had the best like one episode character arc of any character ever.
A lot of people though are criticizing the cast for doing a lot more for these two young actors than they did for the guy last season. I can't even remember his name. The long-haired guy, the stoner dude.
Eddie?
Eddie?
Eddie. Not
What do you mean
Eddie.
doing more
What?
for him? Eddie was the stoner.
No,
Oh
the California
no,
guy.
Jonathan's friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Argyle.
Argyle, that's his name. They
What?
just felt like
What
he
is?
wasn't included very much.
Oh, and like
Because
press
he
and
was.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he's also an adult, so he can include himself.
Yeah. I guess that's true.
He also like he was sort of just like a fun side quest character,
Comedic relief type character.
which I know is similar to what Derek is, but like Derek's still in the action.
Well, Derek's being helpful to the story. Argyle was never necessarily that helpful, except for that he was like, "Oh, the pizza place for 11 to take her bath."
Yeah.
That was about all he gave us.
Yeah.
They used him. We had like the number you could call, and it was Argyle at the pizza shop.
Yep.
Oh yeah. God, it's been so long since the last season was released. I forgot about all these little things.
Yeah.
I do love that they bring it into the real world. Like they have like the phone numbers every season pretty much that people call, and it's like an actual thing on the other end of the phone numbers. Or now they have their radio channel, and like they're dropping little hints, like little Easter eggs on the radio channel. Like I love that they bring it into the real world so that while you are like coming down from the high, or like right now we're waiting for the next installment, like there's something still for you.
Yeah, whoever runs their marketing, top tier.
It's so good.
It's good. It's good. It keeps us on our toes. It keeps everyone interested. There is so much Stranger Things, this, that, and whatever all over the world. Like, I'm invested. I'm thinking about buying Stranger Things gifts for Christmas.
That'd be good. I mean, it's like the last time it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're not gonna make it anymore.
that's mine and Jillian's excuse every single time that we go to the store and we see some sort of Stranger Things stuff. We're like, this is the last time they're doing this. Like, we're not gonna get this again. Like, we don't. This is the last time we can experience this. This is the last time we can buy these things like in store that aren't like from Etsy or like on eBay resold or whatever. Like, this is the last chance we get.
I keep thinking about my kids in the future and what I will show them from like my era of television
Yeah.
and movie. And when they get old enough, because this is an adult show, I will show them Stranger Things because it's so fun.
Mhm.
I love the idea. I don't know how like you would work it, because you would have to like have quite a bit of control over their TV time, like in their rooms and everything if they have a TV in their room. But I love the idea of like them watching it on the same timeline that I've watched it on. We've talked about this
So
with
many
Marvel
gaps.
movies. Well, we've talked about this with Marvel movies too. But like I have literally grown up watching Stranger Things. I'm the same age as Millie and Noah, and watched the first season when it came out and have watched every season since as it's come out. However, you can't start watching this now when you're 13 and like binge it all the way through, because it is not appropriate for. I wasn't even 13, I was like 10.
No.
And like that would not be something that you would want a 10-year-old to watch all of that necessarily. but like growing up with them, I can watch it as it's coming out because I'm getting older as it's getting more gory and stuff. But I don't know how you would go about that.
Season 1 can be, it was gross at times.
Right, but it was like E.T. vibes. Like it was
Yeah. I
Goonies.
think
Like it
E.T.'s
wasn't
kinda
like
creepy.
anything crazy. I love E.T.
He's creepy.
It is. I haven't watched it. I don't know if I probably watched it as a kid, but I have not seen it. Like I don't know what the story is.
I think the only thing that was scary for me as a kid about ET was like when the government takes over and they like basically kidnap him and they're like, tell us what's going on.
And then you grow up and realize that that stuff happens all the time. Oh, government. Okay, well let's move on to we have so many more weeks of Stranger Things to talk about. So let's talk about the finale of F1.
Oh, sad to see
That's
it
so
go.
funny to call it the finale.
I know, sorry. The
I don't
final
think I've ever
The
referred to it as the finale.
Well, it's
end
the
of the
finale.
season.
It's the end of the
The
season.
championship.
It is, but I
Okay,
don't think
sorry.
I've ever referred to a sport as the last event being the finale.
It's the finale.
The championship race.
Yes.
I was so happy. I think I had tears in my eyes when Lando got the world championship. Especially
I
because
did not have
he had
tears.
tears.
He
Yeah,
did
I
have
cried a lot.
tears.
I did not have tears. The only tears shed for me were for Robert.
Crazy. With how much of a Lando fan you are.
Yeah.
Right, which is why I'm saying like it's like when I'm saying I cried like tears of joy for Robert, like I don't do that. So like I was like so happy that he won. And like I'm so happy that Lando's world champion, but like not at the same level.
Okay, well, I cried the tears for you because I cried for Lando. Especially when he was so emotional and then his mom. Oh,
His mom was so cute. I love
So
her.
cute.
they're just adorable and it just made me happy to see them.
I was
to
very
cheer
excited
for
for
him.
Lando, especially because he like really worked hard this year, and he got so close last year that it was really good to see him get a win. But not gonna lie, during the race, I was holding out for Max. I was like,
You were.
Charles is on it. He's gonna
I
help out
will
his buddy.
I didn't say this during the race as much, but my heart was kind of hurting. Not that I wanted him to win, but my heart was hurting for Oscar. I could
Yeah.
tell how annoyed and like how disappointed in himself he was. And he knew at the end of the day there was no one else to blame but him for the second half of the season because he did so well at the beginning that it was like he just completely lost the world championship all by himself. Um and he was trying so hard in these last couple races and he just was not up to it. And it made me sad for him.
Yeah, I was sad. I was glad to see his fire come back because I
Yes.
think at some point in the middle of the season, I think he kind of like psyched himself out and wasn't as aggressive as he normally was. But
Well, I think part of it was he had such a lead that he didn't need to fight that much.
Yeah, but at some
And
point
then
he
he
was
kind
losing
of
a lot.
stopped. Yeah,
it was
I don't
he
know.
like I think it was after he crashed or like somebody crashed into him. I don't know, but like the next couple races after that, he was just a lot more tentative than he normally was, and I was just glad that like he got the fire back, even though it's too late to really make a difference. But
Yeah. Honestly, I can't wait to see them all compete again next year. Like I want to see Oscar bring that fight into the next season. I what?
I want to see Charles bring his last race into the next season.
I
I
agree.
also felt so bad for Charles that he didn't make a podium. He was fighting so hard for it.
He was.
I feel bad, but also I'm happy because if he did, then Lando wouldn't have been
Then
world
Lando wouldn't have
champion.
won.
And
Yeah.
Lando did change his number.
Oh, he did?
Yep.
Exciting.
on his
It's hard liking
Instagram
so many
story
racers.
today.
Yeah, we want them all to win, but they can't all
I
win.
know, we love them all. I also felt awful for like
I
Timmy
think-
was beating himself up after
He
that
was.
race.
Yeah, that is very sad.
Yeah.
I think you guys love more of them than I love.
Yeah, you're very selective. I don't know. I want Ferrari to build a better car
Yeah.
and I want Hamilton to come back and do well. You know, I don't think he will ever be where he was, but he's got to be better than
He's got to
this
do
season.
better.
He's
He
got
did
to.
well in this last race.
Yeah.
For making it up the field the way he did.
I think he's done that another time too, where he's gotten
Mhm.
back up after being so far down. But
Yeah.
I want him
They
to
got to
podium.
start higher. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not a
In
single
order to do it,
podium
you
this
kind of have to
season.
get up there. We can't all be
Yeah,
next.
that is disappointing that he wasn't on the podium at all.
No. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to with I want them all to come back and I want them to be competitive. I want it to be a close because going into that final race was so exciting.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm excited for Mom.
Yeah.
I still am not clear on how it works, but looking forward to it.
manual override mode, I
Override,
think is what it
yeah.
stands for. And I've seen some videos about it.
You've sent
There's
them
a
to
lot
me.
of math that has to go into it because the distance when you can activate Mom is going to be different at every single race based on how easy it is to overtake in general on that track. But if it's too far away, before, like when they can put Mom on and it's too big of a gap, then it will make overtaking virtually impossible. And same vice versa, if it's too small, like they don't have a big enough gap for the Mom, then it will be virtually impossible to pass. So like the people doing this math have to be like very confident in it. Otherwise, this thing that is being implemented to try and make the races more interesting with more overtakes will do the opposite.
Yeah. I'm honestly worried about the FIA, yeah, that's what
FIA.
it is.
FIA.
FIA calculating that correctly. This year is definitely going to be a tested out year.
Could
They
be
have
rough.
Cadillac joining.
Yeah. A lot of lasts in this last season. Like we're getting rid of DRS. We're adding a new
Yuki.
team. We
Yuki.
lost Yuki. Well, he's still a reserve driver, but
He's a
Yeah.
reserve driver, but no reserve driver drove this year.
I know, which is crazy. Because
That
last
was
season they had a lot
on
of
my
reserve
bingo
drivers.
card. It was on my bingo card. And no reserve drivers drove.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
They
I'm
switched out drivers at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw Alpine had a reserve driver that did some stuff.
Yeah, but usually it's like
Newly?
practices and stuff that they're in. And I was looking for a reserve driver to drive in an actual race.
Gotcha. Yeah, no one was hurt. No one couldn't,
Yeah.
for some reason, compete.
No
And George was
appendix
the
bursts.
only. Sorry.
No appendix bursting, no
Nope.
hand surgeries.
I can't wait
That was
for
Carlos.
the Drive to Survive.
I know.
Yep.
But I was proud of George for being the only driver to not DNF all season.
Yeah, that's a big
And
accomplishment.
apparently, he was 2 laps away from joining the ranks of finishing every single lap of the
Yeah.
season
Because of Monaco.
because of Monaco.
Because who was it? I forget who it was, but somebody had like everybody backed up. And like it's so hard to overtake on Monaco that
I don't know.
they were all just
Yep.
stuck sitting there, which is when George kept suggesting, here's how we can make Monaco more interesting. And he's just throwing ideas out. He's like, let's get a sprinkler system.
He's like, let's do it
Oh.
like Mario Kart.
He's just
Mario
sitting there
Kart.
chilling. He doesn't have how to do anything else. So.
He's like, give me a shell to throw at the person in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and looking forward to what is it, one or two new tracks, new places.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
losing
Imola, right?
Imola. Yeah.
And another one. And I'm trying to remember which one it is. There's just so many.
So many changes. And
I know.
F1 TV is
Yeah.
gone. Pretty much.
Bye
It's
bye
moving to
to
Apple
F1
TV.
TV.
But
Yeah.
I need F1 TV because I like those correspondents better than the Sky News sports ones. So gotta make sure we
Yeah.
watch the right one.
They better have it set up right so that it doesn't get spoiled for me. If it gets spoiled for me, I will be upset. Because I like the way the F1 app sets it up so that I can click on things and it doesn't tell me, like I can, it doesn't show anything I don't want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the F1 app, like I have the F1 app, which gives me news and standings and where people are starting, where people finished, all the practice stuff. Like it just gives you the standings
Mm-hmm.
and news, and then the F1 TV app, which is going to be obsolete, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I probably actually really need to look up how I'm going to be watching the races next year. But we have like 3
Yeah,
months to figure that out.
I don't know if you need like to add a subscription onto Apple TV if it's going to be included.
Yeah. I'm sure that there will be more advertised. I did see during something an ad for it. Gosh, what was I watching? Football or Oh, I think it was Dancing with the Stars actually.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I saw an ad for F1.
Was it when they were in Las Vegas and they were partnering with Disney?
Maybe that's what it was.
Loved Mickey Mouse's show.
Yeah, did you know that wasn't live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw all the TikToks about it and people are like, this is not happening.
Yeah. They're like, look on the TV right there. Look at my view. Not there.
Yeah. That was kind of a bummer. But I
Yeah.
mean, I
It is
get it, but
cool.
it's still a bummer
Yeah.
for the people that were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could go to a race next year, which one would you go to?
There's so many to choose from. Abu Dhabi is so cool, and it's going to be the last race of the season. Las
Yeah,
Vegas,
and just
though.
Abu Dhabi in general, like besides F1, Abu Dhabi is like a very cool place
Yeah.
and like
Las
a bucket
Vegas
list
is
place.
fun.
I don't know that I would
But-
want to go to Las Vegas though.
Really? I feel like they just got a lot going on.
I would
I love a night
rather go to
race.
Miami or Texas than Las Vegas.
Interesting.
I would
but
love to go to Silverstone if I could sit somewhere where I wasn't going to get rained on because I love a rain race.
That's true. But
Yeah.
also Singapore. It'd be hot. But
Yeah. I do love that Las Vegas is a night race. I love that Abu Dhabi is a night race. Take me to a night race.
Yeah.
I love a night race.
Monaco would be cool just because it's in Monaco. And it's like such an iconic race.
Well, I think Monaco is probably going to be better this year with Mom instead of DRS.
Hopefully.
Because it
Maybe
is
it's such a skinny
passable.
track.
You can overtake on it though, and I think it
Yeah.
will be easier with Mom than DRS.
I want to go to Monaco and have Charles win the race again.
Yeah, but I want to like get a time machine and go back to Monaco when he won it and
It's me
like broke
both.
the curse because he'd get like second place like
Every
several years
time,
in a
yeah.
row. Like it was literally a curse.
Yeah.
So like nothing's gonna have that same energy as that win. And you can hear the legendary speech in person.
I know. I got it memorized.
If I had a time machine, that's what I would use it for.
Yeah. Okay. Any other comments about the end of the F1 season?
It was good.
I'm
Crazy
happy.
how the comeback from Max. That was
Yes.
wild.
Nuts.
Because I
Yeah.
remember he did an interview early on in the season, like after they just had like a bad string of races, and he was like, "We're just focused on improving the car for next season." Like he'd kind of
He had
been like, "Yeah, we're
written the
out of
season off.
contention." So to have like this comeback was wild.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
I'm happy Lando did well. I'm glad Charles did super fantastic in this last race, and I hope that he can start doing that good in every race next season with a better car.
Kimmy is my rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Online, he's like 4th or 5th or something,
Yeah, that's
and
stupid.
that is crazy to me.
Well, there's like not an official rookie
I
of the
know,
year.
but it's the people's votes, and I don't know how people are voting for those other rookies over Kimmy.
I feel like, yeah, Kimmy was my rookie of the year.
Kimmy was on the podium the most of any rookie.
Yeah. Isaac Hajar made it onto the podium too.
Right, but Kimmy
And he
was on there a
was
couple times.
Yeah.
Kimmy was on twice.
Kimmy also took out Max, Charles. I think he hit
And
Lando
felt
too.
extremely guilty about it.
And Ollie took out
Also, who
everybody.
did Ollie take out? Ollie took out everyone.
I love Ollie so much.
I do too.
That's
He's so
no
adorable.
excuse.
I love Ollie too, but he did take out everybody.
I loved Ollie's interview after Qatar when they retired him. And he was asked by the interviewer, like, why did you retire your car early? And he just goes, and he has to go, like, his engineer person or whoever, he has to go listen to why his car was retired, and then he goes,
He
to save
like
engine.
stood there for like a whole minute and was like,
I don't know.
And then he like turned to his side and saw someone from his team, and then he like went over to them and he was like, why did we retire the car?
I love him so much.
Ollie.
He's just
Training
like, I have
him.
no clue. They told me to do that, so I did it.
Doing some more media training in the future.
Yeah, so he doesn't admit to crimes and the boys.
Ollie. And they're not going to be rookies next year.
No.
But we're not having any new rookies, are we?
No.
Well, whoever's driving for Red Bull in the second seat is going to be a rookie.
Oh,
No,
is he?
It's Isaac Hajar, I thought.
No.
Oh no, it's
Baby Red
someone
Bull.
else. There's
Who's the
someone
second?
else
Yeah.
who's Baby Red Bull, the second seat at
Yep.
Baby Red Bull. It's someone else that they're bringing in who hasn't
That's
driven
true.
an F1 before.
Yeah, he's going to
You
be the
don't
only
have to
rookie.
be you don't even necessarily have to be young to be a rookie. It just has to be your first year in Formula 1.
Yeah, I think he
Like
is a
he could have
rookie.
driven I'm sure he has driven in the other Formula stages as has everyone else,
Wow, lucky him. He's already made
but
rookie of
he's
the year.
not. Yeah. True. Yeah, but I think he's the only one that will be new.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless they decide to boot someone mid-season.
Yep.
It's happened before.
Many times.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for next season. I'm excited for the new things. I'm
It
really
does kind
excited
of feel
for
like
Drive to
the end of
Survive.
an era, though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Even though this has been my first era, it does feel like an end of the era. Okay.
There's just so much that's going to be changing because, like, we're getting a whole new team added. We're getting rid of DRS. We're not going to have, like, the rookies are going to be there, but they're not going to be rookies anymore. Like, they're going to be, like, experienced drivers. And then, like, there's just so much happening.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Okay, well, let's give a quick preview about what we're going to do next week. Since we don't have Dancing with the Stars, F1, and we still have a few more weeks till Stranger Things. So, what are we doing next week, Jillian?
We've come up with, it's similar to Spotify Wrapped, but it's like over this year, what have been our favorite movies, our favorite TV shows, our favorite musicians, the music we've been listening to, all that stuff. So we've got a few different categories that we're going to go through. Just chat about, recap the year and everything
Yeah.
that's happened.
I'm not sharing my list with you guys. You guys haven't shared your list with me, so it'll be a reactions too. And
We know each other's, but also I have forgotten everything on Jillian's list. I'm sure she hasn't forgotten my list because she's got that kind of memory. But I did know Jillian's
this happened
list.
last night.
No, but like you'll remember it until next week. I have already forgotten half the things you said. I've forgotten half the things I said, which is why I had to write them all down.
And
when does
this
Taylor Swift come out?
Friday.
Yes. Okay, so we have that to look forward to as well.
Yeah. So excited.
Taylor Swift.
I think it's the first 2 episodes of the docuseries. And then I think the movie also comes out at the same time as that, but
I think so. From everything
So we'll
I've
have
seen.
that to recap and talk
so
about,
exciting.
and we will have our 2025 wrapped.
Yeah.
We'll talk
So
about.
funny is I've definitely already seen like the full Eras tour with the Tortured Poets Department set just from like TikTok lives while the tour was happening. But I've missed it. I want to see it again.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch. It'll be good. And any Stranger Things that we see and think of and want to talk about, we can also add that on.
Yeah, the radio station has been dropping a lot of information.
I need
Or
to
so
look
we
into
think.
that. I'm writing that down.
The like DJs are, the first one's Mindy Flair or something, and it's an anagram for Mind Flayer. And then the nighttime host is
Vector or something.
Yeah, something that turned like the anagram for Vecna.
It's an anagram for Vecna.
But like his last name is Goodman, which is also interesting.
Okay.
So,
well, that is it. Bye, everybody.
bye.
Bye.